Hey, welcome back again to another edition of Camp's Chats on the Farm. As you can see behind me, we are in fact not on the farm. We are in Alton, Utah, still on our big journey across America, seeing national parks. This is a replica of a covered wagon from the 1800s that we were fortunate enough to stay in last night. It's kind of cool. I want to continue on real quick about our path to being a better version of ourselves, right? So we've been kind of covering that over the last few weeks. This week, and talk about the second thing that I try to pay attention to. So they're different areas that everybody needs to pay attention to for themselves. This is the second thing, and that is the word can't. Can't. I mean, it is a powerful word with only 4 letters in it, but it is a very powerful word because if we start to buy into the word can't, well, then we start to limit ourselves as to what is possible. Confucius, the great Chinese philosopher, once said, "He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right." All right, so I feel that there is a lot of value to the idea that understanding what we can and can't do. Surely we all have limitations. There's no doubting that. I mean, you could set your mind to something, but it'd be beyond what your actual realm is of possibilities, and then you will just find yourself being disappointed. But when I look back over the years, and I think about the times that I've used the word can or thought about saying can't, really what I was saying was, I'm not that interested, or I really didn't want to, or I didn't find the value in putting all my time and effort into whatever that thing was to try to accomplish it. So when I start thinking about things in terms of what I desire to do and what I desire not to do, or what I can or can't do, it really does put a spin on how I start to view the overall process. And when we go after goals, or when we have obstacles that we're facing, I think it's very important for us to be true to ourselves. Again, I'll use another philosopher, which was a writer, Shakespeare. He said, "To thine own self be true." I think there's a lot of value to that. We have to be honest with ourselves. I've been around people that are, I can't. And what I try to remind myself and remind them of whenever I hear them continue to say this is it that you can't? Or is it that you're just not that willing to do it? Because I really truly feel like most people can accomplish most things they set their minds to. Sometimes you have to go about it a different way than someone else may have to, or may come easier to you than someone else. But when you look at the possibilities, the reality is can and can't really should not play into it. Not that often. It should be more about, do I want to or do I not want to? Is it worth my time and effort? Is it worth me going all in? Kind of like this process right now, becoming a speaker, right? So I'm all in, and it is worth my time. And can I do it? Yes, I can. And will I do it? You better believe it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's the process. And that's what we have to buy into. So the next time you start to find yourself saying, I can't do this or I can't do that, just stop and ask yourself, and it's okay to be honest and say, I'm not really that interested. I don't really want to. It's not something that I want to pursue because it's going to take too much of my time. And I think in a way that will actually start to put more value on those things that you do put interest in and go after. Because whenever we use the word can't too often, I think it'll start to seep in, and suddenly you're going to find yourself feeling like you're not capable of a lot more things than you actually are capable of. And that's going to put limitations on ourselves. Let's not do that. All right, that's all I got this week. Hope you're enjoying the scenery. Continue to tune in. Continue to press those like buttons. Continue to watch Motivate with Coach Camp. Bam! Sorry it's one day late. We're in a bad place. No reception. Wonderful place to be. Tough reception. Hope to see you guys next week. As always, be good to one another.